Hey everybody, welcome back to JAC'D. Joel cannot be here with us today, but we still have
Austin,
Caitlin,
and Dawn.
and today we also have two guests. We've got Teddy and Austin, another Austin.
The cooler Austin.
the Amazon Prime Austin.
To our wish Austin.
Wish
To our
Austin.
So Austin, actually, you have your own podcast or video or YouTube channel.
Yeah, so I have like my own like entertainment channel, and so we kind of started off as a joke, but what it really is kind of like Barstool Sports. You know what Barstool Sports is?
No.
So basically, we do podcasts. So anybody and everybody can start their own podcast, and we'll like edit it for them, and put it in there and set it up for them. We have reviews, so we do lemonade reviews.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Teddy just did one the other day. It was really good.
Epic.
So we'll just go around reviewing lemonades. We also do vlogs. So, David Dobrik does the vlogs like that. So we'll just go around, vlog a bunch of people. And then we also do a bunch of stuff with like we just recently made a documentary. So, that was really fun. Kid was going to play JUCO ball and got his senior season, taken away because of COVID and everything. So, that was a lot of drama and stuff like that in there. So it's just a lot of just videos of where we can put stuff and everything, but just keeping it all together.
Cool.
Yeah.
I don't know about the documentary. That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It actually comes out. It's gonna come out December 12th.
Okay.
So.
Oh, that's tomorrow. Is tomorrow the 12th?
No.
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah. So it'll be on Instagram. So it's fun.
All right. Awesome.
Yeah. Yep.
So how was it making a documentary compared to like vlogging or?
Right. So like, we first off started it off like, we were like, yeah, we'll just do a couple videos of him, like highlights of him just working out and stuff like that, just something cool. And then we thought, let's make this actually like a documentary because it was really filmed like Last Chance U. I don't know if you guys have ever watched that with JUCO and stuff like that. That was really good. So it really felt like that. And so we started at the beginning of the summer, and he's at a weight of like 225. And he's a really good baseball player. Could go D1, senior season kind of messed that up. So he's going to go JUCO to Ball State. He's got to lose all his weight during the summer. His friends try to help him out. There's a lot of motivation, there's a lot of drama and stuff like that. So it gets really good. And we filmed constantly.
Really?
I mean, every day filming. So that was the difference. Was the vlog was like, you could film for one night and then just edit that whole night. This was you filmed all day, every day, and then at the end of it, you had to like take it all out, and it was like, oh my gosh, it was close to
a
like
lot of work.
it was so many hours. I can't remember how many hours it was, but I had to go through all that and edit it out and make sure that it was put it in 1 hour. So that's what it was.
Yeah, that does seem like a lot of work.
Yeah.
That's cool too, like doing a documentary like that, because I'm sure there's a lot of kids out there who can relate to him and everything that's been going on this year. And
exactly, yeah. And so that was another thing too was, we wanted to make it more professional and stuff like that, but a lot of that stuff's not going on now because of, COVID and everything, with theaters being shut down and the industry. A lot of people just aren't, hiring and stuff like that. Some people are, some people aren't, and so it's just very different nowadays. And so a lot of it is just going to really fall on YouTube or Instagram, Twitch, stuff like that. So, a lot of people just want entertainment, and we can't go to the theaters right now, so they got to find it somewhere else.
Yeah, all the social media platforms and everything is, rose stars from TikTok. I mean,
oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Post Malone does his beer pong challenge on Instagram.
Yeah. Oh,
I saw that,
we did an NCAA football 14 tournament.
Really?
That was fun. Yeah, we put $1,000 on the line. 16 players, and we vlogged the whole thing. But $1,000 on the line, which I was stupid of me. I was like, I'm gonna put $1,000 on this. I don't think nobody's gonna beat me. And I won. But I mean, it was stressful. I mean, it was every night I was on the video game, and just like going at it. But that was really fun. But that was cool that you brought that up because I want to do more tournaments in my little channel and stuff like that. I think that'd be really fun.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so we're looking for more stuff to do, and always looking for content. I think that's probably the hardest part. It's just staying consistent with the content because you'll get burnt out on one thing, and you'll need to go to another. So with the limited reviews, we do seasons. You know what I mean? So I have season 1 and then season 2. and we're wrapping up season 2 right now, and so I'll take a break from that just so that I can refresh and so I don't get stale. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll just do stuff like that. So it's fun.
Cool.
How has COVID affected everything that you video or record and everything?
Right, that's a good question. A lot of our stuff for vlogging was, I have 4 or 5 friends that are like hilarious. They don't do anything with their lives though. They don't do nothing with their lives, but they're funny. So I was like, I'll follow them around. But they wouldn't work for, if you told them, hey, I'll give you $100 if you work for 5 minutes, they'll still call in. So the hardest part was, we would go to these parties and stuff like that, and I would just vlog the whole night, and that was fun. Well, now we don't have a lot of people getting together and stuff like that, so we have to find new ways of vlogging. We have to find new ways of getting people together for podcasts, because we did have a studio and it's shut down right now. So that was a lot of stuff. That was a lot of stuff that affected us. But those are the 2 main things. Were bringing all those people together. We couldn't do that anymore. And then our studio, and you're limited on equipment now because everybody's shut down. So that was frustrating, very frustrating.
Has having to wear masks been in a way, or are you guys just trying to stay distant and not really, like right now we don't have to wear any because I know this is an inner circle,
right?
So I understand why we're not. But have you had to, and has it interfered?
Yeah, we really haven't had to wear masks, which is good, because obviously you can't see the face, you can't hear and stuff like that. With our limited review we did the other day, luckily the restaurant was shut down, so there was nobody there. You know what I mean? But we ordered the lemonade from inside, and then we brought it outside and just did it in front of the restaurant. But if there were people there lined up and stuff like that, what would we do? You know what I mean? Because I don't want to be that guy that's like, what I mean? Like,
right in
like
front,
exactly,
mask.
right. So that's been honestly not an issue at all this year, which has been great. So we really haven't had to worry about wearing a mask at all. And then even when I'll go out to Louisville, and work on videos out there and stuff like that, we're staying cautious, but we're not really wearing masks. You know what I mean? Because it's just not. We got to make sure that we're good before we get into those groups. You know what I mean? And that's my job. On me, I can't worry about if you got tested or not. I just have to trust him to be like, okay, he doesn't have it, so now we're going to do this review. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Who are you doing videos with in Louisville?
I work with a couple people. Have you guys ever heard of Play the Homies? You ever heard of Private Garden? They're a music group that have come together. They're around our age. They include Jack Harlow. I don't know if you guys have heard of him or not. So we had gotten connected because a couple of their buddies had come to the University of Kentucky for school when they graduated.
Okay.
And so, I was just over there. I didn't go to University of Kentucky, but we just ran into each other. And then I was big in the New Balance growing up, and so Jack's sponsored by New Balance, and so we all just kind of we all linked up with that. And so they've been very nice and very grateful for doing that, because we'll do video shoots and stuff like that, and I'll be able to help them and be in it and stuff like that, work on stuff with them, because not everything's going on. Because I did have an internship in New York, and obviously got canceled. It was in July, so that was very frustrating. You know what I mean? And so so I've really had to just really keep up all this entertainment stuff, because it's really, I have to keep my skills up. You know what I mean? And then I have to make sure that I'm putting something out there, because I don't know how long we're gonna have to wait and stuff like that. I was planning to go get my master's this fall, so I feel like I'm 4 months behind. You know what I'm saying? And so that's very frustrating, especially in this industry, because you want to be. It's just competition 24/7. I mean, you have to figure out the perfect time to post something. You have to figure out the perfect time to repost something, to have somebody repost your stuff. You know what I mean? You can't be posting stuff during a UK basketball game. You know what I mean? Because then people are
No,
right, exactly. So you have to you really have to look at the data and like analyze and annotate everything, and so there's a lot more to it than people think, but it's been good to me.
Do you have a favorite editing process? Like there's iMovie, Movavi, Adobe Premiere. Like, do you have a favorite or?
Right. So I always thought getting into this, you would have to have something like big. You know what I mean? Like
fancy.
right. Like I'm going to spend $500 on like software or something.
Right.
And then I saw where David Dobrik uses iMovie. You know what I mean? Like he gets
Yeah.
like 20 million views a video, and the dude's using
And that's
iMovie.
what he uses?
Right. Yeah. And he's using iMovie.
Yeah.
So I've used iMovie for probably 90% of my videos. We have a guy, Jarrell Jackson, on the team. I mean, one of the most talented guys I've ever seen at directing videos. I don't know what he uses, but his videos come out really good. And then the documentary I just did, I used Final Cut Pro. And that was nice because I was going to the library and using that and knocking it out. The library got closed. You know, they were open for a little bit over the summer and they got closed. So that freaked me out. But luckily, they had this 90-day trial.
Nice.
And so I had to knock that documentary out in 90 days.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that was stressful. I started like having anxiety attacks and stuff like that. But no, Final Cut Pro has probably been the best thing I've used. But the easiest is iMovie for sure. So
Don't
if you
you
want,
use iMovie?
yeah, if you want to knock something out, you just do that. You know what I mean? But it's been
Yeah.
good. And how long have you guys been doing this?
Since summer,
Summer?
I think.
Yeah. And you guys,
Months.
right?
Months.
And you guys are just posting the videos on YouTube. You're not
Yeah.
doing, yeah. That's,
YouTube and our Facebooks and
Which we just
post
now
like
got a
photos on
Facebook.
Instagram.
I got you on Instagram. That's cool.
Because we have
Yeah.
Instagram account for it, which has our YouTube in
Yeah.
the
Nice.
bio.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. That's really good. We were, you know, we were doing podcasts. I had to have somebody else on that. You know what I mean? I just can't do it all. And so that's another hard thing. It's just having people there to like do their job. And so, you know, I had two guys working on the podcast, and they were good at it. They got it was Brandon Salka and Tanner Floyd. You remember them from high school?
I don't think I know them.
They both got 36 on their ACT.
I don't know.
So that's like the best you can do. And the ACT is like
Wow.
this, you know, this test that proves if you're, you know, going to make it in the world or not. And so,
Yeah.
and so I was like, I'll definitely have them on my team. So they knocked them out, you know, podcast,
insane.
everything got shut down. So we really haven't been able to do that. But, you know, if everybody just does their job, you know, then it just works so much better. And just having people on the team is really, really good.
So, how often do you think like people should like post, like, because there's that like fine line that I've heard that there's like too much,
Right.
too little,
Mhm.
like
That's-
what have you found
That's a good question. I struggle with, I always feel like I'm posting too much, you know, and that's funny because I'll be like, in my head, I'll be like, I'm posting a lot.
Yeah.
And then I'll have somebody text me, and I think you might have said something, but I'll have people text me and be like,
What is
hey,
your next?
why aren't you posting more
Yeah.
content? You
Yeah.
know, being like, what? I'm posting as much as I can. And so, you know, that's good though, because they want more even
Oh,
though I'm
yeah.
posting out. But to answer your question, I try to put out a video every day on something. So, you know, whether it be TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, a podcast, you know, or somebody else's, you know, platform. You know, if I'm getting something, at least one of those out each day, if that makes sense, you know.
Yeah.
Like let's say these don't work, but this one's going to that Wednesday, and then this one will work that Thursday, then that's usually what I've seen to work. You know, was to post something every day and keep it going. So that's been good. We started this back last year, 2019, October 2019. You know, and we started off as a joke,
Yeah.
but then it got big and people were liking it, so we took it serious. So I haven't been doing this. Feels like I've been doing it forever, but I haven't been doing it for that long, you know? And so I feel like a lot of people need to understand that even though we're putting a lot of time and a lot of effort and just posting stuff as much as we can, I feel like it's going to take people, you know, and every day. I feel like you have to do that for a couple of years before you even get
Oh, yeah, for
anything
sure.
going. That's the thing, you know?
Mhm.
So that's the frustrating part, but as long as people stay consistent, I don't see why you couldn't, you know, do something with it.
And it is a nice distraction with COVID and everything going on.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because I know without this, we'd be bored. Because me and her
Oh, yeah.
both had COVID this year, and
Right.
without like social media, videos, and Netflix, I don't know what I would have done.
No, for sure. Yeah, that's so true. You know, I try not to get burnt out on it. You know, because right now I'm thinking, okay, what am I gonna do like for this next video and stuff like that. But in reality, I really need to take a break because I've been doing this all year. You know, and so I just don't want to like get burnt out.
You don't
on
want
it.
to lose the fun in it.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the thing, and you don't want to, let's say that you guys do this, and people love him, and they're like, he's awesome. Let's say that he starts, just going through the motions. Yeah. Then you really just have to like take a step back and be like, okay, and then get back into it. That's the thing that a lot of people struggle with, but it's been good. It's been good.
Yeah, I told them they should do like vlogs and stuff too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, we need to like expand our horizons.
The vlogging is probably the funnest part because you're just videotaping, your friends just doing stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Like we had
There
gotten
would be a lot of abuse.
Stupid.
Oh, yeah.
So much. There's. Oh my god.
And people love it.
I get the cops calling on us.
So
or
much
something, but-
abuse.
People disrespected me.
People love it. So.
Like, why did she just hit him with that? I don't know.
She stabbed him 7 times.
Why has he not moved?
That's funny. I would like to get Teddy on a lot more stuff because people love that lemonade review we did.
Yeah, they do.
It's first 10 for 10. What was it?
If you do it on lemonade, I totally want to do it sometime. I like lemonade.
Okay. Yeah.
So how was the
I'm
lemonade?
They can be a
Was
season
it good?
It was.
Yeah, they
it was
both
really
loved
good.
it.
Really?
It was a Longhorn Steakhouse lemonade. It was
Okay.
Blackberry?
Blackberry.
Blackberry. Yeah. Teddy actually said blackberry
No, I
lemonade.
did not.
Actually, I watched it and it did sound.
It did.
No, because this is, I don't know.
It's, we're actually. That's another thing too. Is on that lemonade review, I had announced that Fletcher Entertainment, the people on my team, we're gonna actually, we're gonna come out with our own lemonade. So that's cool, and I'm excited about that because that'll be fun. But I'm not gonna push it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hate when people like barely come out with something. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
we got like 2 or 3 things of content. Now we're gonna come out with some merch. Or like I'm gonna make a shirt that says my name on it, and it's gonna be $30. Like I think that's the worst marketing you can do, and it really shows that you're really not in it,
Right.
except for the money.
Yeah.
And so I think that this lemonade's gonna be great, but I think that when we come out with it, I think we're just gonna start giving it out for free.
Hey, we'll review it.
Yeah, we'll do a whole video on it for sure.
Yeah. So
Sample sale,
exactly. Yeah. So I think I'm not really in it for, putting 2 or 3 videos up and then now you gotta buy my shirt for $30.
Right.
So I think that.
Eventually.
I mean, they would buy your shirt too.
Oh yeah. Well, it's
We'll wear the shirt.
Yeah.
While drinking your
I feel like I would give it for free. Maybe I'm just too nice. I don't know.
Eventually,
we have JAC'D
$30,
stuff. We're selling it.
One day we will.
That's right. And Austin's face is not on any of it.
Give them a makeover before.
Dude, we're gonna put a shaved face Austin on the.
People are gonna be like, who is that?
We'll be like, why is there a child
I'm like,
on
oh,
this
whose kid is
shirt?
that?
Make them wear a mask.
Yes.
Give him a vein mask.
Yes.
Nah, you look too cool. No, just a regular mask.
So I have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
How much do you guys post on a weekly basis?
How much do we
Like
post and how much do
videos?
we want to post?
How much do you post right now?
Whenever we came into this, we agreed and we talked about how I wanted at least one a week.
Okay.
And
on
then,
YouTube, but now
and
we
on
need to
YouTube.
do.
Now it's like 1 or 2 a month because once we started it, we did like 1 or 2 no, I think we did like 4 consistently. But then she got COVID and we had to miss 2 weeks. And the second she got out of quarantine, I got into quarantine because I got it.
Mm-hmm.
So then we had a whole month of just skip. And then after we got back, people
And
so many people.
I have no time to edit when I have
No, yeah.
And it's so
that
hard to
happens so
get
much.
everybody together because of masks
Yep.
and who people have been around.
That's what
I
we
just
had-
got
that's what we
tested so
went
we
through.
can do this. There's different stuff that we have been
Joel,
doing.
he's impossible to track down.
He really is.
That's
He's
what
a
we
giant.
went through.
Yeah.
He is.
Um,
It's just hard to get all of us together. And then plus they edit and everything. Plus she's a full-time student
right.
and mom, and she's the #1 house hoe. That's my hoe. #1 house hoe. Because she's not a wife. Wife her up.
But no, yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's just so hard to
yeah.
get like everything going with 4 people.
Mm-hmm. That's what we realized, and luckily those guys who got 36 on their ACT, they know a lot more than me, so I trusted them. They were like, let's get 10 in the archive before we even start.
We were just talking about doing
You know
that.
what I mean? And I'm just like,
We should
all
do
Doing
Yeah.
like 2 or 3 episodes,
Yeah.
like every week that we do
Right.
an episode, just that we have it.
exactly. So
Yeah.
you know, and but it was smart because there'd be days where I couldn't be there. There'd be days when so and so couldn't be there. You know,
Yeah.
we all 3 had something to do. The dude was getting married at one point, so you know. Those 10 really saved us. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You really
for
don't
sure.
realize how much it, 10, it's not that much anyways, but the 10 really made a difference.
Yeah,
So,
especially if you already do try to do like at least once a week and stuff, and then
exactly.
then it
I'm
doesn't-
just worried that if we do the archive, it'll make us lazier on the videos. Like, oh, let's skip this week because
Because we've already, like,
because
we're
we've
good.
done it. Let's
Right.
just use one instead of being like, oh, we can have more in the lineup.
I know what you mean, but that really, what we really look at it as is like money. And so, you have 10 in savings, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so, this right here is what you're spending. And so, you don't want to
you
use.
don't plan on
You don't-
using your savings.
They're
Exactly.
just
You don't want to
there
use your
to-
savings.
yeah.
Your savings.
And we're some broke
It's like
folks right
it's
now.
like an emergency fund. You know what I mean? So it's like car breaks down, we'll use this one. But you don't want to be
Yeah.
like, I'll use this one for just because I want to. That's the thing. But that's a good point because a lot of people think that, because I did too. I had like so many limited views in the pocket that I was just like,
You can get comfortable.
and I was like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? I don't want to do any, and then, finally you're like, okay, we need to get some guests on here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like switch it up or
Yeah.
something.
Oh yeah, we love
Exactly.
guests
Yeah,
so much.
yeah. The guests
love
have
our
been
watchers.
the guests have been.
We
deep.
love our watchers.
That's another thing too. Is a lot of people wouldn't let Teddy on their stuff, but he's allowed to get on my stuff whenever he wants. But another thing is like
You
a lot
love
of people.
extra. We
A
love
lot of
you.
people just don't want it. A lot of people, when they make content and stuff like that, they want it to be perfect. They want it to be they want it to be perfect. They have this image of it, and you really have to look at it like the more people you have on your team, the more people you have with this content, the better it's going to do. And so you might think I'm better than this person over here. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm way better than them. They're not joining my video. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? And that will get you killed because,
Different people could vibe with.
exactly, it's a different audience.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're unlocking another door. They could bring something to the table that you have no idea about. You know what I mean? And I've seen this a lot. Is like a lot of people will make music and stuff, and they won't let you touch their stuff and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And then you realize that they're working. After a couple years, after a couple months, they're working by themselves. Because they just won't let in particular people on there, and you can't. Especially when you start off, you can't be picky.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's the thing. So, luckily, you got on there. So
Hey, it was a hit.
it was a hit. It was a hit.
And I was telling Teddy, I don't care about that Longhorn place, but the video, it made me want to go there just for the lemonade.
For the lemonade?
Just try it, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
'Cause no one's thinking, oh, I want to go there. Like it's not like Texas Roadhouse.
Right.
But like now,
It's
I
not
wanna-
Logan's.
Yeah. That's cool you said that because, we just did lemonade just because lemonade was my favorite drink.
Mhm.
They were like, well, what do I enjoy? I enjoy lemonade, so we'll just go do lemonade. It doesn't have to be like, oh, what does everybody else
Yeah.
enjoy? You know what I mean? That's the thing. Is like, you wouldn't even think about lemonade.
Yeah.
But now you're thinking about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I want
right,
that.
exactly. And so, going into a video or going into something like that, we do a lot of just improv. Like there is no script.
We
Sometimes
didn't.
that's
We
the
didn't
best
script it.
kind.
We said, yeah, we're gonna meet this time. Meet this time. We went in, and we just went.
One take.
Right, one take, and that's what we do, and that's how I try to like make myself different from everybody else, And when we were doing our podcast and people were listening to it, I wanted feedback, and a lot of people's feedback was I liked it because it was so raw. You know what I mean? Like you all would mess up and stuff like that, and it just wasn't edited out.
Right.
And we love that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because everything's so edited now.
The first part of our
Yeah.
video.
Yeah, the first
Yeah,
time our
it's
video
like
we're just
30
laughing.
seconds.
Yeah, we can't keep a straight face. And usually people just cut it to a straight face. And even Dave Portnoy, he does pizza reviews. he does them very well. But some of his videos, you know, you can see that they're edited.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And so that's fine, but we wanted to bring a different approach to ours. And so ours was just, we're not going to script it. We're just going to go in, see what happens. And it's, like you said, first take. So, you know, if we mess up or something like that, that's in the video.
Yeah.
That's in the video.
It's funner to watch that way. And like
Exactly.
the podcasts I listen to, they're true. I listen to like all true crime podcasts, and sometimes I don't like the ones that are scripted like that. Like it feels like they're reading a book to you or something. I like the ones where they're just like conversating,
Sounds
they're laughing,
cool.
they're cussing, they're doing whatever while
Yeah.
telling you a story.
Exactly.
You know?
And you know, when I look at the pros and cons of that, a lot of people, or what I see is a lot of people get off track. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
yes,
That's the
definitely.
thing.
That's true.
So while we're doing improv and like while we're like, you know, just going at it, we really have to make sure that we stay on track. What's the goal of this video? And let's make sure that we don't, you know, veer off and go somewhere else where, you know, somebody just clicked on your content because they wanted to see this particular thing, and now you're talking about
Listening
like,
to
yeah,
something
Toy
completely
Story
different.
or something like that, and it's about limited. So it's stuff like that. So there's a lot of like thinking and analytics to go into it, but once you realize it, and like, you know, once you like teach yourself, it's really cool. So that's fun. That's the fun part.
Awesome. Anybody have any more questions for Austin? Teddy, do you have questions for Austin?
I wasn't gonna bring it. I don't want to make him about that. I like him.
Wait, what?
I thought you were gonna talk more about it.
About what?
About the collab with Jack Rolo. I don't know.
Oh,
Like,
I
how
don't
did you?
want him.
Well, like,
I
how
don't
did
make him
you?
feel like I like him.
No, I'm saying like.
I had
How did you like meet Jack Rolo? Like, how did you like get into that?
Well, it's just we're just a friend group, and then you know we just met each other at this little like get together or something like that. But he's a really cool dude. You wouldn't think that he's somebody, you know, when you listen to his music and then meet him in person, he's a totally different person. So that's cool.
Normal guy.
Very normal. When he walks in the room, he makes sure to greet everybody, you know, and
That's great.
ask you how you're doing and stuff like that. And you know, he's he's very humble, very just chill. I wish I was that chill. You know, he's just laid back, and that's cool. Funny guy, hilarious. But we had tried to get him on a Lemonade review. Do you know what Lyrical Lemonade is?
Mm-mm.
So Cole Bennett does these music videos. It's called Lyrical Lemonade. He's done them for Eminem, Juice. He did Jack Harlow's What's Poppin' video. And so he made his own lemonade. And we had gotten some of it. It was a Jack Harlow edition can. And I had asked Jack in person to do it. You know, I was like, you know, can we just knock this out real quick and do it? And he couldn't do it because he said, you know, I can't do a video on the spot like this. You know, you have to go through a manager and stuff like that,
Yeah.
which is not his fault. You know, I mean, he's just doing his job. You know what I'm saying? So there's things like that you'll come through, and so we just had to type up an email and go at it. But you know, once you get more into stuff like that and like meet people like that, a lot of people call it networking, and I hate that term because you know networking is like, I feel like it's taking advantage of somebody, and you won't, you know, you can't make it in here unless you're giving. And so, you know, I really try to create friendships and help somebody out, you know, if they're in a bad spot, or really try to be there. And when I go to the video shoots or anything I do, I'll bring something with me, you know, like I'll bring like wine, like, you know, you just popped out today. I'll bring gift cards, you know, stuff like that. And it's not because I think I'm better than you. It's just, you know, I just want to give, you know, and just have this bond with everybody. You know, it's like a friendship. So
Yeah.
that's
You're not
That's
trying
probably
to
the
go and
point.
get something just for yourself out of it.
exactly, yeah. And that's probably the
Right.
best part about it. Is just like, you know, you're when you're in it, you want to bring something to the table for sure. That's the thing. So what do you bring to the table? You know what I'm saying? Like if you're in this room with person A, person B, you know, person C, you know, they all bring something to the table that's great. What do you bring?
Yeah.
Exactly. So, you know,
I like that.
that's the thing that you really have to like stick with, and I've realized going through all that. So yeah.
Well, thanks for doing this
Thank
with
you
us.
so much.
Yeah, well,
for
thank
coming
you
on
for
here.
having me on. I appreciate it. So.
Everybody go watch Austin. You can let them know your.
Yeah, we do our
Yeah.
stuff on Fletcher Entertainment. It's on Instagram. Can you guys put like a link or?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do
So we'll
that.
do a link at the bottom, and
Description.
yeah, it's at Fletcher_entertainment. So it's good content. And we will repost your stuff.
Cool.
And then if you guys wanted to, y'all can be part of it as well. Be on the team. So
Absolutely.
look at that. Look at that.
Great. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye. Also, real quick, don't forget to wear your masks and get tested before you do stuff like this. Bye.